for Portage. Ketchum digs back into the box. O'Keefe will check on Krostig over there at second base. Here comes the 0-2. Swing and a miss, and there's the first K of the afternoon for Luke O'Keefe. Got him swinging.
Now batting, designated hitter number 18, Cody Young.
All right, now it's Cody Young, the DH today for Portage. Very chilly day here at Lake Central High School. The wind coming straight out from center field, so there is a bit of a breeze here today. But a couple clouds in the sky, but a beautiful day for baseball nonetheless. First pitch to Young. This one is grounded to the second baseman. Villegas will throw over to Zimmerman, but they advance the runner to third base. And so it will be 4-3 on the putout of Young. Krostig advances on that. And now he...
Next batter, first baseman, number 9, Devin Ortiz.
And now the first baseman, Devin Ortiz, the cleanup man for Portage, will step up into the box. First pitch to Ortiz. He ricochets this one foul. Ortiz coming in here with a .424 batting average, 6 RBIs, and 2 doubles in 14 games played. Next pitch to Ortiz is fouled off again, and this one gets over the stands. It bounces somewhere into the stands. So Luke O'Keefe quickly ahead. He's got an 0-2 count on Ortiz. This one is dribbled once again. Foul. And so the count stays at 0-2 on Ortiz. Runner 90 feet from scoring for the Indians. Portage, that is. Next pitch. Just a little high, and there's the ball. And so the count will go to 1-2 on the cleanup hitter. Next pitch from O'Keefe. This one's upstairs for a ball, and the count is even now. 2-2. And time called by Ortiz. And here comes the 2-2 as O'Keefe comes set. Here it comes. Upstairs again, and the count is run full now. 3-2 count on Devin Ortiz. Another one of these seniors for the Portage Indians. Here's the payoff pitch. Lifted into left field, but it's going to be the center field. Fig underneath it to make the out and retire the Portage Indians here at the top of the first. No runs, one man left on. We'll head to the bottom of the first. You're watching Region Sports coverage of high school baseball. You're watching Game Night in the region on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
For Portage in the top of the first.
If you are injured in a worksite accident or hurt by a defective product, go with the guy that has a proven track record litigating these cases. Otto Schragle, a principal partner at the Allen Law Group, will make sure those responsible for hurting you are held to account for their negligence. With multiple offices in Indiana and Illinois, you can reach them at 219-465-6292 or reach them out on the web at www.kenallenlaw.com.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Welcome back to coverage of high school baseball on the Region Sports Network. And I did mention that it's a little brisk, but it's a beautiful day for baseball. But we're going to do the first pitch forecast brought to you by our friends at Economy Electric Heating and Cooling. And tonight's forecast is a beautiful 59 degrees here in St. John, Indiana, with a little bit of a breeze, 12 miles an hour. Now coming out of the north, and it's coming south here a little bit. It's coming actually north-northeast. And the actual feel is like 51. So it's a little, like I said, that breeze is causing it to be a little cooler. But that's the game night forecast brought to you by Economy Electric Heating and Cooling. With a 24/7 emergency service, comfort isn't far away. Caleb Hacker on the mound for Portage. As we said, his last time out, it wasn't the greatest. Gave up 4 runs in a 4-0 loss to the Crown Point Bulldogs. Walked 10, so control was a little bit of an issue. Still struck out 5 Bulldogs. Top of the order for LC, and it will be Fig to lead it off for Lake Central.
Number 11, Jake Fig.
Fig batting a .340 coming into today's game with 12 RBIs on 17 hits. And here's the first pitch to Fig. He shows bunt, and he fouls that one off. The next pitch from Hacker to Fig. This one's a little low, and it's trapped in the turf by Ketchum, and the count runs even, 1-1. Here's the next pitch from Hager. This one's fouled off back towards the screen, and the count is now 1-2. 3 pitches in so far for Hacker, and he is working the way he wants to. He's ahead in the count. He's got a 1-2 count on the leadoff man for LC. Strike 3 called on the outside corner. Fig goes down looking to start the game.
Now batting for Lake Central, left fielder, number 7, Keegan O'Brien.
For LC, and now Keegan O'Brien will step up to the plate for the Indians. Portage in their road reds today with white lettering, white numbers, gray pants, white hats with a black back and a red brim on it. First pitch to O'Brien is inside, almost hit O'Brien, and it's 1-0 count. The 1-0. Smashed down the left field line, but it gets foul. And the count is now even at 1-1. LC in their home blue uniforms with blue pants with a blue stripe right down the side. And blue hats as well. Upstairs for a ball. Count is 2-1 now. Keegan O'Brien, a junior here for LC. Just a little low, and the count is now 3-1 on O'Brien. And as I said before, the last time Hacker out, he struck out 5 Bulldogs, but he also walked 8 Bulldogs on top of that. So control was an issue, and there is the first walk of the afternoon for LC. And now Ryder Fernandez will step up to the box.
Third baseman, number 5, Ryder Fernandez.
So O'Brien will take his leave from first. Here's Hacker's first pitch. He steps off, looks O'Brien back to first. O'Brien's getting a decent-sized lead out there at first. Not too much, though. And he comes set, and here he comes. He delivers right down the middle to Fernandez. And he throws over, check on O'Brien over there at first. Ortiz tries to slap the tag on him, not in time. Ryder Fernandez, one of the many seniors on this very experienced LC team. And there goes O'Brien, swing and a miss from Fernandez. And it's a stolen base for Keegan O'Brien. So the count is 0-2 on Fernandez. O'Brien is now in scoring position. Second time either team has had a runner in scoring position this afternoon. Time called by Fernandez. So O'Brien takes his lead from second now. Hacker checks on him. Here he comes. Lifted into center field. It's Cole. He is under it. He's got it. And O'Brien goes nowhere.
Now batting right fielder number 9, Drew Kosteba.
Drew Kosteba will step up to the plate for the Indians now. Kosteba 389 coming into this game with 25 RBIs. He leads the team in RBIs, does the senior. Reason why he is the cleanup man for LC. Decent sized gap between center and right field out there. Let's see if Kosteba can put the ball out there. First pitch from Hacker. Inside corner, called strike one. Hacker looking for his sign from his catcher. Catch him. Here he comes. And he looked O'Brien back to second. Kind of did a little bit of a twirly bird thing there. Next pitch from Hacker as he looks over at O'Brien again. Keegan O'Brien just dancing out there. Here he goes. He will take third. And the ball gets in the left field, and O'Brien's going to score. And there's the first run of the game for the Indians. It was a stolen base of third for O'Brien, and he advances on an E2 by Ketchum. So the first run of the game is in, and now it's a 1-1 count on Kosteba. If I was Ketchum, I would have just put that ball in my pocket and let him take it at that point. Because the throw was not on target at all. The third baseman, Braden, was a little bit off. And here's the 1-1. This one's in the dirt, and it is 2-1 now on Kosteba. Jay Kosteba also leads the team in home runs with 3 on the season. This one is just outside, and the count is now 3-1 on Drew Kosteba. The 3-1. And that hit him, and anyway, it was going to be a walk no matter what. So Kosteba is on now. 2 down. And now it'll be Parker Robinson playing shortstop. The only sophomore on this varsity squad for LC. Kostiba takes his lead from first. Just on the inside corner for a strike to Robinson. Now they're going to throw over, and Kostiba gets back in time, and it almost got away from Ortiz there. Looked like it was like kind of a last-second throw there by Hacker to try to get Kostiba sleeping as he made his way back to first. Here comes the 0-1. Robinson fouls this one off back into the screen, and the count is now even at 1-1. Correction, 0-2. Here comes the 0-2. Kostiba goes. Ball gets away from Ketchum, and Kostiba's gotten a stolen base. Third stolen base of the afternoon for Lake Central. So Robinson's going to try to drive in Kostiba now. And he has 8 RBIs on the season. Here it comes. This one is grounded to third. Braden gloves it, throws over to first. Ortiz can't dig it out. And it's and it'll be interesting how we're going to score that. It will be an error or a base hit. And it will be an error. E3 by Ortiz over there at first base.
Designated hitter number 22, Dylan Hine.
Now the DH, Dylan Hines, step into the plate for Lake Central, and there are runners on the corners with 2 down. First pitch. Inside corner called strike. Hacker does a good job of finding that inside corner on that first pitch. He's found it 3 times so far. Next one. This one's upstairs for a ball, and the count is now even 1-1. Hacker comes set. Here's the 1-1. This one's in the turf, and Robinson will take second. No throw at all from Ketchum. Easily another stolen base. I don't think Robinson had plans on going, but he went after he saw Ketchum kind of body that ball right in front of him and lose control of it. The 2-1. Down the middle for a strike to Hine, and the count is even 2-2. Number 22 at the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 out. Deuces are wild here at LC. 1-0 Lake Central on top of Portage. Hine pops this one up. Ketchum's going to make a run at it. He can't get there. So the count will stay at 2-2 on that foul ball. Here comes the 2-2 from Hacker as runners are at second and third now. Just misses the outside corner for a ball, and the count is now full at 3-2. Time called by Hine. Hacker comes set. Here comes the payoff pitch. And that one gets over the head of the catcher, but a lucky bounce off the backstop keeps Costiba from coming in. So the second walk issued by Hacker, and now it'll be Luke.
Now batting the catcher number 4, Luke Hallfeld.
It'll be Luke Hallfelt to the plate for the Indians with the bags juiced. First pitch strike on the outside corner from Hacker. Next pitch from Hacker. Swing and a miss, and the count is now 0-2 on LC's backstop today. Next pitch to Hallfelt. Swing and a miss, and so the damage is not too much. They only give up 1 run on an error, but the Indians do leave the bags loaded. That's the end of the first. We'll be right back. You're watching Game Night in the Region on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
When life keeps you busy and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strachan Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information, fill your virtual cart, and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple, shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialists.
Welcome back to Lake Central High School, and we did introduce the pitchers in the top of the first, but that means we turn to Inigenberg Exteriors Home Improvement Hurlers for today's game, presented by Inigenberg Exteriors. For the home team of Lake Central, they will send Luke O'Keefe to the circle. He is a righty. He's a righty who had a great outing last time out, and of course for Portage they sent out Hacker to the mound, another righty. So they countered a righty with a righty. First pitch to DeGracia is fouled off, and the count is 0-1 on the second baseman. Those are your Enigenberg Exteriors Home Improvement Hurlers for today's game. Experienced roofing and siding contractors serving Indiana, Illinois, and Tennessee. Visit them on the web at ebergexteriors.com. Next pitch from O'Keefe. Just a little low for a ball, and the count is now even at 1-1. O'Keefe works very quick, and that one's inside, so the count is now 2-1. DeGracia is coming in here with a .342 batting average with 9 RBIs on the season. This one is inside again. So Keith having a little trouble trying to find that inside corner. Account is now 3-1 on DeGracia for Portage. Next pitch, swing and a miss. Count is now full at 3-2. Keith comes set. Here's the 3-2. Inside and up for ball 4, and the first walk issued by Lake Central.
Now batting left fielder number 3, Tyler Pirowski.
Tyler Pirowski stepping to the plate now for Portage, as DeGracia will take his lead at first. This one gets past the backstop And DeGracia will take it. That is going to be a wild pitch as it got a little bit away from O'Keefe and caused DeGracia to take second. Ball 1 to Porowski. Next pitch. Inside. And the count is now 2-0 on him. Hallfelt was lucky that ball bounced right back to him after it bounced all the way to the backstop. It's a brick backstop here at LC. This one just misses the outside corner, and the count is now 3-0. And now O'Keefe showing signs of frustration out on the mound that he can't find the zone. Getting a little wild out there at the same time. Here's the 3-0. Strike called by the umpire, and it's 3-1. As O'Keefe steps off for a second, now he's back on the rubber. And here comes the 3-1. Inside, ball 4. Back-to-back walks issued by O'Keefe.
Now batting center fielder number 14, Hunter Cole.
And now it'll be Hunter Cole stepping to the plate as he shows bunt, and this one pops up right over the press box here at Lake Central, and the count is 0-1. Hunter Cole out there in center field today for Portage. Batting at .214 this season. Next pitch. Strike called as Cole showed bunt once again, and the defense was squeezing in as Zimmerman came all the way in from first base, basically to maybe about 4 steps away. Two strikes on Cole as he shows bunt again. Zimmerman sneaking in once again, and Cole lays it down. O'Keefe will throw over to first and throw to Castiba in time, and that records the first out. Runners advance on the sac bunt by Cole.
Now batting third baseman number 2, Brody Brady.
So sac bunt 1-4 on the putout is how the runners advance, and now it'll be Braden stepping to the plate. This one is knocked to Castiba, throws over to first, and a run will score as DeGracia comes in. So Braden gets the job done, ties the ball game. As a 4-3 putout with that one. And now Conrad will step up to the plate for Portage. This one is outside for a ball. Count 1-0. Mason Conrad, a senior here for the Indians, playing right field this afternoon. This one just misses the outside corner for a ball. Conrad batting 125 coming this game, just under the Mendoza line at 200. The count is now 2-1 on Conrad. So Keith trying to get out of this jam. He's got a runner at third base. Check swing. Did he go? No, he did not. Count is 3-1. It was very hard to see here from the press box, just from our view. That is in the zone for a strike, and the count is now even. Our count is full at 3-2. This is the bottom of the order for Portage. The lineup, the card flips after this. Ball 4, and Conrad will take first base as well. 3 walks in the inning for LC, for Portage. This game is tied 1 apiece. And there are runners on the corners as the third baseman Fernandez and Halfelt go out to talk to Luke O'Keefe, trying to calm him down there. As
Now batting for
Krostig
shortstop number 1, Matthew Crosstag.
Crosstag will step up to the plate for Portage. He led this game off with a base hit, got all the way to third, could not score. He was left stranded. Ball down by O'Keefe. 1-0 count. Next pitch. Outside to Crosstag as Conrad will easily swipe second. And now there are runners on second and third once again for Portage. Crosstag batting at 209 as he fouls this one down the right field line, gets out of play. Count is now 2-1 on the senior. Crosstag will be looking for possibly his 5th and 6th RBIs of the season. He fouls this one off. This one almost goes, I believe it almost went right into the Portage dugout, actually. Or maybe just over the Portage dugout. Time called as a foul softball from the Lake Central game on the other field got all the way over here as the Lake Central Indians in softball are playing Portage as well. Now a time called once again. Here comes the 2-2. Strike 3 on the inside corner. Crosstag can't believe it. And Portage leads 2 on, but they tie the game 1-1 as we head to the bottom of the second. You're watching Game Night in the Region on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Our hero, Lantern Man, faces off against a nefarious insurance swindler.
I'll trick them into a contract and just keep raising the rates.
Luckily, they can make a call to Crow Company's Lantern Man. He's always ready to protect families from the insurance swindler.
I can easily defeat your overpriced policies. Fair prices always prevail when you call me, the Crown Company's Lantern Man.
Crown Company's insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Welcome back to Lake Central High School. Tied ball game as we head to the bottom of the second as Portage put across the runs thanks to a few walks from O'Keefe as it was DeGracia and then Petrowski back-to-back walks, the sack bunt, and then a fielder's choice put out 4-3 to score the run. And then Conrad also walked, but then he got the big K of Crosstag at the top of the lineup. And now LC will have their bottom two, and then the lineup flips over, and it'll go back to Fig. So it'll be Zimmerman, Valigas, and Fig for LC this inning. And possibly, and if it gets to it, we will see Keegan O'Brien if they can get to him. Hacker back on the mound. He spent a lot of pitches that first inning out there. He walked 3 and struck out 2, and the run was unearned so far, as Zimmerman will step up to the plate, batting a .333 coming into this game. As this one is low and away for a ball, bounces away from Ketchum. The home plate umpire will pick it up and give it back to him. And so the count is 1-0 on Zimmerman. Next pitch. Right down Broadway for a strike, and the count is 1-1. Jacob Zimmerman, a senior, 6'3", for LC. Check swing, but it was in the zone, right down the middle again, and it is strike two, 1-2 on Zimmerman. Zimmerman playing first base today for LC. Time called by Zimmerman. Count is now 1-2 on Zimmerman. Here comes the 1-2. Strike three called.
Now batting second baseman number 2, Victor Villegas.
Victor Villegas stepping up to the plate now for LC. The third K of the afternoon for Hacker for the Portage Indians. Down in the turf for a ball, and the count is 1-0 on the second baseman. Next pitch, up and in for a ball to Villegas. The junior batting a 163 coming into this game, 8 RBIs on the season, 7 hits with 11 runs in 16 games played. This one's fouled off by Villegas, back into the screen. Count is 2-1. Well, at the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll name the Crow Companies Lantern Man superhero of the game. Crow Companies, proud to recognize the superheroes on the diamond. 2-1, right down Broadway, strike two called, and the count is even at 2-2. As we mentioned before, Lake Central coming in here, 15-3 record, 9-0 in conference play. This one was fouled off by Villegas, and it gets out of play. 2 of their 3 losses were to the Penn Kingsmen, who are one of the top-ranked teams in the state of Indiana as well. LC, of course, ranked number 10 in the state. Here's the 2-2. Upstairs for a ball, and the count is now full, 3-2. Ripped into left center. It's dropping, and it's down for a base hit. It gets past Cole. Cole can't find it. He's flying around, and it's a double for Villegas. Well, you give up the go-ahead run to tie the ball game in the top of the second, and Villegas gets it started here with a beautiful double. The first hit of the game for the Indians.
Now batting center fielder number 11, Jake Fig.
So as I said before about LC being number 10 in the state of Indiana, they are sitting currently at 6 in 4A. Penn is leading the way with Center Grove, Homestead, Crown Point, and then Fishers right ahead of them. First pitch to Fig. Got the inside corner. Count is 0-1 as Villegas is dancing out there at second base, getting a huge lead, but nobody is covering second base really. Now they're going back there. Throwback to cross tag, not in time. Villegas staying a little closer now than what he likes to. Cross tag goes back, nope. Inside for a ball. And the count is 1-1 on Fig. Fig is senior, batting .340 in 17 games played, as Villegas just dancing out there at second, and time called by Jake Figg at home plate. We got another softball that is fouled off, and that'll be Cole who's going to do the honors of throwing it back. He held on to it for a second. He was like, and he couldn't get it over the fence. I mean, it was close. He was playing pretty shallow, so it was a decent throw. And a softball is a little bigger than a baseball, folks, so that thing is not as easy to throw as what you think. All right, we are back into play now. Villegas away from second. And a Figg at the plate. This one's inside and almost hit Figg right on the leg, and the count is now 2-1 on Jake Figg, the senior for LC. Next pitch. Figg lines it, and it just gets fouled down the left field line. Count is now even, 2-2. Villegas dancing out there at second once again. Distracting Hackers. Hackers just was staring at him for a second. Inside to Figg. Count is full. At the conclusion of tonight's game, we'll name the Boilermakers Local 374 Blue Collar Player of the Game, brought to you by Boilermakers Local 374. Learn about apprenticeship programs and more at local374.org. Crowd getting into it now as Jake, he's got a full count, and Villegas will go to third base on another wild pitch by Portage, and Figg will take the walk to first base.
Now batting left fielder number 7, Keegan O'Brien.
Keegan O'Brien started his day off with a walk, and he came all the way around to score, and now time called as the entire Portage infield will get together and talk with the team. And the pitching coach out there talking to Hacker. One away. You got runners at first and third in a 1-1 ball game. So I think the story here is Hacker needs to find something to put on the ground that could possibly force a double play. But you also got to think that Figg could be moving on that first pitch, trying to cancel that possible double play. So Keegan O'Brien will step into the box. He has not had an official at-bat yet because he was walked his first time up. Figg takes his lead from first. Villegas over there, away from third. First pitch to O'Brien, and there goes Figg. He's on the move, and Ketchum puts it in his back pocket. Stolen base for Jake Figg. So there goes the chance at the twin killing for Portage. Runners at third and second. And this ball gets away from Ketchum, bounces off the bricks, but Villegas comes in. It's another wild pitch thrown by Hacker. Figg will advance to third, and Villegas will score. And LC reclaims the lead. It's 2-1. Next pitch to O'Brien. Outside corner for a strike. This one is grounded. Cross tag. Throws over to first. Ortiz digs it out in time. A run-scoring sack hit there for O'Brien, and the lead is 2. It's 3-1. Lake Central on top of Portage.
Now batting third baseman number 5, Ryder Fernandez.
And now here comes Ryder Fernandez to the plate. First pitch to him. It's inside for a ball, and the count is now 1-0 on Fernandez. He was a pop-out victim his first time as he flew out to Cole, the center fielder. This one bounces away from Ketchum, and the count is now even at 1-1. As now the on-deck man Castiba will go and pick up that ball, throw it to the home plate umpire. Next pitch. Strike called on the outside corner. That seems to where Hacker has been living most of the time. Has been just getting that outside corner every pitch. Here's the 2-1. Fouled off by Fernandez, and the count is even 2-2. So Hacker struck out Zimmerman to start it, gave up a double to Villegas. Fig walked, and O'Brien was put out 6-3. Fernandez is the 5th Lake Central player that he has faced this inning. Swing and a miss, strike 3, and he is up to 4 Ks on the afternoon, and that will do it. Lake Central reclaims the lead. It's 3-1 as we head into the third. You're watching Game Night in the Region on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
With offices in Munster and Cedar Lake, Ethos Dental Group offers a full scope of general and cosmetic dentistry with expertise ranging from porcelain veneers to dental implants, crowns, and bridges. At Ethos Dental Group, you're assured that Dr. Mark Stojkovic and his associates, Dr. Emily Hansen and Dr. Brian Douts, utilize the latest in technology. Check out ethosdentalgroup.com or call 219-595-3432 to schedule an appointment. Ethos Dental Group, dental care you can believe in.
Flip the switch, a light turns on. Press the button, machines and instruments come to life. Touch the screen, communicate with the world. Simple tasks, guaranteed results, every second of every day. That's the power of power. And that's the power brought to you by the Nika Contractors and Electrical Workers of Local 531.
Welcome back to Lake Central. Luke O'Keefe back out on the mound for the Indians to begin the third inning. He got himself in a little bit of a jam with 4 walks on the day, or 3 walks in that inning, correction. And now it will be Ketchum to lead it off for Portage. Ketchum, a strikeout victim his first time up. This Kyle Ketchum, 6'5", a senior for the Indians. Strike 1 called. As O'Keefe, this one's popped up. Zimmerman giving chase to it, but it's going to get out of play. And the count is now 0-2 on Ketchum. As I was saying before, O'Keefe got into a little bit of a jam, walked DeGracia, walked Petrosky, and then the sack bunt, and then a ground out to score a run, and then Conrad walked, but he struck out cross-tag to end the inning, and that was a big motivation there. Got off the mound with minimal damage done. Only gave up 1 run. The 1-2 count. Fouled off once again by Ketchum. Count stays at 1-2. Kyle Ketchum batting, as I said before, batting a blistering .476, 10 RBIs on the season. Only 15 games played. Here comes the 1-2. Called! Strike 3 on the inside corner. Luke O'Keefe. Beautiful pitch. Got him looking. Second time. 3 Ks on the day for Luke O'Keefe, the senior for LC. And now Cody Young will step to the plate, a junior. Swing and a miss. So Keys has had that elevated fastball going for him. Let's see if it goes out in this one. It gets a little too much elevation, and the count is now 1-1 on Cody Young. Cody Young was a 4-3 putout his first time up in the top of the first. Swing and a miss from Young, and O'Keefe has a 1-2 count on the third hit on the DH for Portage. The 1-2, fouled off by Young. He stays alive. Young is followed up by Devin Ortiz. He will be batting cleanup today for Portage. Next pitch, swing and a miss, and he's up to 4 Ks. And he struck out the last 3 Indians in a row. So now Devin Ortiz, the first baseman, will step up to the plate. A pop fly to right field over to Costiba was the way he started. This one is grounded. Robinson, he will make the play, throws over to Zimmerman in time to record the out. 3 up, 3 down goes Portage, as no runs and no hits given up by Luke O'Keefe. We'll head to the bottom of the third. You're watching Game Night in the region on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
With 40 years of experience serving Indiana, Illinois, and Tennessee, Enigenberg Exteriors has only had one goal in mind: to achieve excellent customer service. From commercial and residential roofing to siding, window, and door replacement, Enigenberg Exteriors delivers 110% customer satisfaction from the first hello to the final walkthrough. Visit enigenberg.com for more information, or give them a call at 219-365-2837. Enigenberg Exteriors, restoring hope one project at a time.
Calling all current and future homeowners in the Northwest Indiana area. Whether you're buying or selling, Brent Wright is here to make your real estate journey smooth and successful. With years of experience, personalized service, and a deep knowledge of the market, Brent will help you find the perfect place or get the best deal for your property. Call today at 219-406-7195 and take the first step toward your real estate goals. Contact Brent Wright, the right way to buy and sell real estate.
Welcome back to LC. Caleb Hacker back on the mound as the Lake Central Indians lead 3-1. A couple scoreboards update. Going into the 5th inning, it is the Crown Point Bulldogs on top of the Chesterton Trojans, 1-0. And next week, Lake Central will play Crown Point in a 2-game set Tuesday and Wednesday, and that will be for the conference right there. It'll be a 1 game here at LC, 1 game at Crown Point. And it will be Drew Costiba leading it off for Lake Central. First pitch as Hacker looks in deep to catch him. His catcher. First pitch. Right down the middle. Strike 1. That should be a great series between those two. Like I said, most likely will be for the conference. It'll be the top. It'll be 2 of the top 6 teams in 4A baseball in the state of Indiana. The count is even 1-1. Next pitch was down and away. This one is right down the middle, and the count is now 1-2 on Costiba. And Costiba was, of course, hit by the pitch in the first inning. Made it all the way to third. Could not make it home. He was stranded there along with Robinson and Hine. Now, step off in a time called. He gets his sign, does Hacker, and here comes Hacker. Inside, and he hits Castiba again. And Drew Castiba, I think he looked right at Hacker, had a few words for that, but the second time he's aboard, and another hit by pitch.
Now batting shortstop number 1, Parker Robinson.
And now it'll be Parker Robinson, 0 for 1. As his first time up, he got on base because of an error. First pitch to him. This one gets away from Ketchum, and Castiba will easily take second base. No throw needed. The ball just gets away from catchers here, but it bounces against those bricks and the backstop, and it kind of bounces right back. So it's kind of an advantage for the catchers if they can get that bounce correct. Next pitch, fouled off by Robinson. The count is now 0-1. Or 1-1, correction. Next pitch, popped up, and that one will get out of play. The count is now 1-2 on Robinson. Here's pitch. Lifted into right center field and drops for a base hit. Castiba coming around. Here comes the relay throw. It is cut off by Ortiz, and Robinson will have a RBI single. It is 4-1 Lake Central. And to stay with us after the game when we'll name the Ironworkers Local 395 play of the game presented by Ironworkers Local 395. Ironworkers Local 395. For more information on the apprenticeship program, check out ironworkers395.com. 4-1 Lake Central. Throw down to first, not in time. It's Robinson. RBI single for only the second Lake Central hit of the afternoon. Next pitch. Hine takes a strike, and the count is even 1-1. The DH walked his first time up. No official at-bat so far for him. As Robinson takes his lead away from first, he gets chased back by Hacker. One inside and almost got Hine on the legs, and Ketchum couldn't corral the ball, and Robinson takes second very easily. And it is a 2-1 count on Hine. Dylan Hine, a senior, plays first base and pitcher. He's DHing today. This one is grounded right back to Hacker. He shovels it over to Ortiz at first base to record the first out of the inning. Robinson advances on the 1-3 putout.
Now batting the catcher, number 4, Luke Halfelt.
And Luke Halfelt will step up to the plate for LC now. A runner at 90 feet away from scoring could make it a 5-1 ball game. Swing and a miss from Halfelt, and the count is 0-1. Caleb Hacker just trying to find a way out of this jam he's getting himself into. Portage is only down 4-1. Halfelt shows bunts. It is a squeeze bunt. No play at home. But a play at first as he steps on the bag. So a sack bunt RBI for Halfelt. And it is 5-1 LC.
Now batting first baseman number 10, Jacob Zimmerman.
And now Zimmerman will step up to the plate. He was a strikeout victim. He went out swinging though. Bounced into Ketchum's mitt. The count is 1-0 on the first baseman. 5-1 LC on top of Portage. Here, this one gets the inside corner for a strike. As we are just in the bottom of the third. And so Zimmerman stepped out of the box, wanted to take another practice swing, get his mind right as well. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball from Hacker. Portage, 1 run on 1 hit and 2 errors. LC, 5 runs on 2 hits and no errors. Swing and a foul tip into the mitt, and that will end the third inning. Indians put across 2 more. They lead 5-1 as we head into the fourth. You're watching Game Night in the region on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craft Workers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I have received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craft Workers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. The best hands in the business.
Welcome back to Lake Central. 5-1 LC on top of Portage as we head into the fourth inning.
Leading off for Portage, second baseman, number 4, William DeGracia.
And it'll be Williams DeGracia coming up to the plate for the Indians. Got on from a walk. He is the only Indian to see all 4 bases so far today. O'Keefe has been money so far. He struck out 3 Indians in a row, starting with cross tag, going to Ketchum and Young, and then he got a ground out. And the first one that he gives to DeGracia is a foul ball. Next pitch. This one is lifted down the left field line, and this one will also get out of play, and that will be foul. So the count is 0-2. O'Keefe working very, very quickly. Like I said, he got himself in a little bit of a jam with 3 walks back in the top of the second. Just inside for a ball. Count is 1-2. But he has been looking great ever since that. The strikeout across tag really helped him. Check swing, and yes, he went, says the home plate umpire. Another strikeout for Luke O'Keefe.
Now batting left fielder number 3,
Tyler Porowski stepping up to the plate now. He walked back in the top of the second person to walk in that game in the inning from him. Swing and a miss. O'Keefe is just a machine out there right now. He gets his sign, he gets set, and he quickly comes to the plate. Here he comes again. Fouled off by Porowski, and the count is now 0-2. Luke O'Keefe just motoring his way through here. Doing an excellent job. The 0-2. This one is going down the right field line, and it gets out of play. That's going to be foul. This one is fouled. This one's coming right back at us, and it gets over the press box. So Luke O'Keefe right now is tied with his strikeout total from the last time he was out. He had 5 strikeouts against the Trojans in a 10-3 victory over Chesterton. So he's looking to overshadow that one here, possibly with a strikeout here. And he got it! There's 6 on the day for O'Keefe. Back-to-back Ks here in the top of the 4th for Luke O'Keefe.
Now batting center fielder number 14, Hunter Cole.
And now Hunter Cole will step up to the plate for Portage. They trail 5-1. Outside and up for a ball, and the count is 1-0 on the center fielder, Cole. Next pitch to him. This is inside, and it almost nicked him, but he jumps out of the way just in time. The count is 2-0. As remember, the last inning time. Next one. This one also almost gets Cole, and the count's 3-0. And O'Keefe now starting to show that frustration out there on the mound again. He just took the ball and kind of snapped it out of his hand back into it. Here's the 3-0. And it's a walk. So O'Keefe issues his 4th walk of the afternoon. He had 5 walks last time out against the Trojans.
Now batting third baseman number 2, Brody Braden.
And now Brody Braden will step up to the plate for Portage. And O'Keefe will throw over immediately and chase back Cole to first base. As Cole, remember when he was in the outfield one time, this one, next pitch, fouled away. In the outfield last time for Cole, there was a foul ball from the softball field for the Portage LC game. It got to him as this one is thrown over. It got to him. He tried to throw it back, and he just missed getting it over the fence. I wonder if his teammates are going to tease him for that for the rest of the year. Outside for a ball. Count is now 1-1. And O'Keefe, he knows he wants that one back. O'Keefe's got 6 strikeouts on the day. He's got a 1-1 count on Brody Braden. Here's the next pitch. This one is fouled off by Braden, and it hits the netting right behind home plate. The count is now 1-2. So Luke O'Keefe just trying to get his 7th strikeout of the day and have his team back at bat. And just outside for a ball. And the count is 2-2. Luke O'Keefe comes set. Here comes a 2-2 as Cole gets away, and Braden fouls this one off, and we'll do it all over again. The 2-2. Ripped into left field for a base hit. O'Brien up with it, throws over to Robinson. And there are runners at second and first with 2 away now for Portage. And now Mason Conrad will step to the plate.
Mason Conrad.
Conrad, another walkman the last time he faced O'Keefe back in the top of the 2nd. First pitch is fouled. The count is 0-1. As the lineup will flip over after this, and it will be Matthew Crostag leading it off at the top of the lineup for the Portage Indians. So the lineup card will flip once Conrad gets on or strikes out or grounds out or flies out. Next pitch. Upstairs for a ball, and the count is 1-1 now. This one's down and away. The count is now 2-1 on Conrad. Here's the 2-1. That's a strike, and it's on the outside corner. And we're even at 2-2. Here comes the 2-2. Inside for a ball and a low. And the count is full. It's 3-2. Cole leads from second. Braden from first. The 3-2. Ball 4, and the bags are loaded for Matthew Crosstag. And now we have time called. The entire LC infield coming in. And coach heading out to talk to Luke O'Keefe.
Next up for Portage, shortstop number 1, Matthew Crosstag.
O'Keefe's got one more out to get to end the top of the 4th inning. Pitch count is getting up there. You'll see this is a very long conversation as the umpire starting to slowly make his way out there. And now they will break as LC's coach will walk back to the dugout. And Matthew Crosstag will step up with the bags loaded. And the first pitch is right down the middle for a strike. And count is 0-1. Crosstag led it off with a base hit in the top of the first. He struck out in the top of the second. Outside for a ball, and the count is 1-1. No place to put him here for Luke O'Keefe. The 1-1. Strike 2 called inside. Crosstag thought he had an easy ball 2 there. It hit just the inside corner. Time called, and now third base coach is going to talk with his shortstop, Matthew Crosstag. A 1-2 count. And here it comes. Swing and a miss, and Luke O'Keefe gets out of the jam. Portage leaves them loaded. It's 5-1 as we head to the bottom of the 4th. You're watching Game Night in the Region on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
Can't wait for summer, but dreading the heat because your old AC let you down? Don't sweat it out this summer. Call Economy Electric Heating and Cooling. The professionals there can fix you up. Install a central air unit that'll last for years. Your family deserves to stay comfortable. And with a 24/7 emergency service, comfort is just a phone call away. Give them a call at 219-923-4441 or check them out on the web at 4ajobdoneright.com.
Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso is a leader in athletics apparel and equipment sales. With in-house production including screen printing, trophies, embroidery, and more, Blythe's can help you to create the perfect look. For more information, visit them online at teamblythes.com. Blythe's Team Sports in Valparaiso, where the athletes shop.
Villegas will lead it off for Lake Central, and then the lineup flips over with Fig and O'Brien to begin the bottom of the fourth for LC. Portage left them loaded to end the top of the fourth, as it was Matthew Crosstag who struck out for the second time this afternoon, and Luke O'Keefe up to 7 strikeouts on the day. What a game we have been seeing out of Luke O'Keefe. He got himself in a little bit of jam, but he worked his way out of it. Well, one thing I can say for sure, I don't think we're going to see any more softballs coming over the field, as the softball game between Portage and LC is done over there. So hopefully no more distractions from the softball field at all. And Victor Villegas will step up to the plate. A double last time he was in the box. We'll see if he can continue that. He's working very, very hard to be possibly the Boilermakers local 374 blue-collar player of the game. This one is grounded down the left field line, but it gets foul before the third base bag. So Villegas will start with an 0-1 count on him. Hacker back on the mound for Portage. Caleb Hacker has given up 5 runs, but not many of them have been earned. This one is popped up sky high. Shortstop, cross tag underneath it, loses his hat, but he gets the ball. Lineup turns over for the Indians, and it'll be Jake Fig. Fig struck out his first time in the top, and in the bottom of the second, he walked 0 for 1 on the day. Fig shows bunt here. This one gets down. Ketchum's got it. He's got no throw, and it's a base hit for Jake Fig. What a way to get on first base there by Jake Fig. Just lay down a nice, easy bunt. He saw that Braden was playing a little deep. Braden started working his way in when he saw that bunt, but it was Ketchum's ball all the way, and he had no chance of beating the speedy Jake Fig. And we have an update from Crown Point and Chesterton. It is 2-0 Bulldogs on top of the Trojans. This one is in the zone for a strike, and the count is 0-1 on Keegan O'Brien. O'Brien also 0 for 1. Ground out victim his last time up. Here's the 0-1. And swipe tag not in time. Fig steals second. And the count is 1-1, I believe, on Keegan O'Brien. Hacker looks at Fig over there on second base. Here comes the 1-1. O'Brien smacks it right back to Hacker. Nice snag, and throws over to Ortiz at first in time to get O'Brien. What a heads-up play. A great snag by
now batting third baseman, number 5, Ryder Fernandez.
Caleb Hacker, and that right there is the Bricklayer local for best hands in the business. What a great play there by Caleb Hackers. We'll show a replay here in just a few seconds. First pitch to Fernandez is fouled off. as this ball was just was ripped right back at him. A beautiful snag, and he got the throw over to Ortiz in time. So that will be our best hands in the business for today's game. The next pitch, the 0-1. Swing and a miss, foul tipped into the back of the mitt. Back in the mitt. Just like the Bricklayers at Local 4, Indiana, Kentucky. At BAC Local 4, Indiana/Kentucky, you'll develop skills that will last a lifetime. For more information, visit baclocal4.org. Next pitch is away, and it's a ball, and the count is 1-2 on Fernandez. And the best part about that is he looked Fig back to second as well. So the runner did not advance as this one is grounded to cross tag. Cross tag will throw over to Ortiz in time, and that will retire LC here and end the fourth inning. 5-1, Lake Central on top of Portage as we head into the fifth. You're watching Game Night in the Region on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
The Athletic Performance Factory is Northwest Indiana's premier athletic training center. The 40,000 square foot state-of-the-art facility features batting cages, a sand training room, a new outdoor turf infield, and so much more. Check out the facility for one of their daily classes at 3150 45th Street in Highland. Interested in signing up for team workouts or individual lessons? Check out their website at trainapf.com or contact them at 219-750-1087. Athletic Performance Factory, where athletes are made.
Hi, this is Tim down at Tire Pros and Auto Superstore, 5200 Cleveland in Maryville. 219-887-3333 is our phone number. We've been serving the region and building relationships with our valued customers for the past 23 years. We have a wide variety of services, quality tires with the best warranty in the nation, and some of the most skilled mechanics I've ever worked with. Let us exceed your expectations. We're setting a new standard. Come on down, ask for Mike or Tim. We'll take excellent care of you. Thank you.
Luke O'Keefe back out on the mound to begin the fifth inning here for Lake Central as the Indians lead over the Portage Indians 5-1. And it'll be Kyle Ketchum leading it off for Portage, and then it will be Cody Young and Devin Ortiz. Those will be the three batters here for Portage, the minimum that O'Keefe might have to face. First pitch is down and away for a ball, and the count is 1-0 on Ketchum. Ketchum has been busy behind the plate. This one hits him in the back. And he just flings the bat towards the on-deck circle. And Cody Young picks it up and throws it into the dugout. And now here comes the DH.
Now batting DH, number 18, Cody Young.
Cody Young 0 for 2. He has a ground out and a strikeout victim. And a pinch runner is being placed at first base for Kyle Ketchum, number 19, Dylan Pezel. As Cody Young will step up to the box now to face Luke O'Keefe for the third time this afternoon. First pitch. That's in the dirt and away for a ball. Count is 1-0 on Young. As Pezel gets back just in time. Throw from O'Keefe. It's kind of a snap throw, too. Trying to see if he can get Pezel sleeping out there at first base. Pezel goes. Throw down. Not in time. Stolen base. And the count is 2-0 on Young. And now a runner in scoring position once again for the Indians. This one gets away from Halfelt, and it advances Peasel to third on the pass ball. So now 90 feet away is the second run of the game for Portage, as Cody Young faces a 3-0 count from Luke O'Keefe. This one just catches the inside corner for a strike, and the count is now 3-1. So he wasn't given the green light on 3-0. That's usually standard for most batters. This one is ripped into left field for a base hit. O'Brien up with it, will throw over to Robinson. A run scores. It's an RBI single for Young. (5-2) LC on top of Portage, and it'll be Devin Ortiz now batting for the Indians. The first pitch is upstairs and out for a ball, and the count is 1-0 on him. Snap throw over to first, not in time to get Young. So the count is 1-0 on Ortiz, and here he goes. Young, and he is safe. Good throw by Halfelt, but it's not in time as Cody Young steals second base. So now another runner in scoring position. Young takes his lead from second now. Here's the pitch. This one's fouled back by Ortiz, and the count is 2-1 on Devin Ortiz. Ortiz, 5'11", senior for the Portage Indians. And that one's just low for a ball. Count is 3-1 now. Nobody out yet for Portage. Time called by Ortiz as Cody Young was out there at second base dancing and trying to distract Luke O'Keefe. He continues to do the same thing. This one's outside for a ball, and there are runners on first and second now. And now Williams DeGracia will step up to the plate for Portage. And now time is called. And we do have a relief pitcher warming up in the pen. That's Ethan Chapman down the line for Lake Central. A second mound visit of the day for LC. So you got to think that Luke O'Keefe is getting close to the limit, possibly, that his coach wants him to pitch. So 14, Ethan Chapman is warming up in the bullpen, and Tyler Taufdell is also warming up as the conference is over, and we're back to playing. Luke O'Keefe will stay on the mound for right now. And Williams DeGracia will be the next batter for Portage. Nobody out. Runners on second and first as he fouls this one off, and this one will get over into the football stadium, I believe, as the football stadium is just to our right here at the press box at Lake Central. Here's the 0-1. Grounds this one. Beautiful play by Fernandez. Throws is not in time to get DeGracia, but they get the lead runner, and there's the first out. So it's a fielder's choice. 6-3 on the putout of Young. Or 6 unassisted there, and then 6, and then almost a 6-3 to first. This is a swing and a miss by Porowski. The count is 0-1. Next pitch. Check swing. Yes, he did, says the home plate umpire, and it's 0-2. Luke O'Keefe trying to find the momentum, trying to get out of runners at first and second. Next one just misses the outside corner. Count is 1-2 now, as the crowd did not like that. Here's the 1-2. This one's upstairs for a ball, and the count is 2-2. Keith will check on the runner at second. Here comes the 2-2. Strike 3 called. Make it 8 for Luke O'Keefe. Update from the Crown Point Chesterton game, top of the 7th. Crown Point now leads 3-0 over the Trojans. And now it will be Cole, Hunter Cole, inside, and this one almost hit Cole on the back. As we would think this might be O'Keefe's last inning of work here for LC, as 2 men are warming up in the bullpen. Inside again. Now he's starting to get a little wild out there. Count is 2-0 now. 2 on Hunter Cole. Next pitch to Cole. This one is fouled off. And the count is now 2-1 on Hunter Cole. Cole is 0 for 1 today. A walk and a sack bunt. This one is dribbled right to Robinson, who gloves it. He will throw in time at first to get him. What a play by Parker Robinson, and a nice snag by Zimmerman. And O'Keefe limits the damage to 1. It's 5-2 LC over Portage as we head to the bottom of the 5th. You're watching Game Night in the region on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
If you are injured in a worksite accident or hurt by a defective product, go with the guy that has a proven track record litigating these cases. Otto Schragle, a principal partner at the Allen Law Group, will make sure those responsible for hurting you are held to account for their negligence. With multiple offices in Indiana and Illinois, you can reach them at 219-465-6292 or reach them out on the web at www.kenallenlaw.com.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Welcome back to Lake Central as we are ready to begin the bottom of the 5th inning. It'll be Costiba, Robinson, and Hine for the Indians as Caleb Hacker back out on the mound for another inning of work for Portage. They trail 5-2. LC had 2 men warming up in the bullpen, and they still continue to have 1 man warming up in the pen.
Leading off for Lake Central, right fielder number 9, Drew Costiba.
And Drew Costiba will lead it off for the Indians. He has worn the ball twice today so far. 2 hit by pitches on Costiba. Here's the 3rd time he faces Hacker, and this one is inside for a ball. Now time called, and now the Portage coach will come out to talk to Caleb Hacker. As for Portage, they got nobody going in their bullpen down the right field line here at LC. It just looks like it's going to be a quick talking to. No changes are going to be happening here. A bit of a long conversation here between the pitching coach for Portage and his entire infield, including Caleb Hacker. And now the umpire meandering his way out there to break it up, and there is the breakup, and they will now get back to playing here. And it's been a beautiful day for baseball, but the wind has just caused it to just get a little more chilly than what some would like it. Drew Costiba. Next pitch is down Broadway for a strike, and the count is 1-1 now. Here comes the 1-1. Costiba fouls this one off, and that one gets out of play. Ortiz gave chase to it, but he got over the fence. So the count is 1-2. The count is 1-2 on Drew Costiba. Here it comes from Hacker. Drop third strike. Costiba will run to first, and he will get there. So it is a strikeout, but no out is recorded. So a drop third strike is how Costiba is on first. And now it'll be Parker Robinson for the Indians. First one, he pops it up. Ketchum giving chase to it. This one will bounce out of play, and the count is 0-1 on Parker Robinson. Parker Robinson got the scoring going back in the bottom of the third for Lake Central as he scored Drew Costiba. Throws over to first, not in time to get the speedy Costiba. So the count is 0-1 on Parker Robinson. The next pitch. This one is lifted into left field. Coming on to make the play is Porowski. And so Costiba will have to retreat back to first. Nice play out there by Tyler Porowski to record the first out of the bottom of the fifth.
Now batting DH number 22, Dylan Hine.
Line shot, but what a sliding play out there by Porowski. And now it will be Dylan Hine next up, and this one is upstairs for a ball. Count is 1-0 on Dylan Hine, the DH today for Lake Central. 5-2 LC on top of Portage. LC took game one last night, 8-2, as Costiba leaves, and they're going to get him. Caught stealing, Drew Costiba, and what a throw by Kyle Ketchum. And DeGracia slaps on the tag, and there's the second out of the inning. Caught stealing 2-4 on that putout, and now Dylan Hine has a 1-1 count. This one is upstairs for a ball, and the count is now 2-1 on Hine. Here's the 2-1. This one is just catches the inside part of the corner. And it's a 2-2 count The second time Double Deuce has seen a 2-2 count today. So the deuces are wild. Upstairs and away for a ball. Count is 3-2. So the count is full. Nobody on the bags for LC. Here's the 3-2. It's down, and that's ball 4. Dylan Hine will take the easy stroll to first base.
Now batting the catcher, number 4, Luke Halfeld.
Luke Hallfelt will step up to the plate now. First pitch is up and away for a ball, and the count is 1-0 on Luke Hallfelt. It'll be Jacob Zimmerman next up for the Indians, and in the hole is Victor Villegas. Here's the 1-0. This one gets away from Ketchum, and Hine will take second, and he'll turn and look to go to third. He will stop. On the pass ball by Kyle Ketchum. Here's the 1-0. He lifts this one in the left field. Porowski underneath it. He makes the catch, and that will end the 5th inning. So the Indians lead one aboard. They lead 5-2 as we head into the 6th. You're watching Game Night in the region on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
When life keeps you busy and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strachan Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information, fill your virtual cart, and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple, shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist.
Pitching change for the Indians as we begin the top of the 6th, and once again that means we turn to Ennigenberg Exteriors Home Improvement Hurlers for today, presented by Ennigenberg Exteriors. And for Lake Central now, they will choose to go with the righty, number 16, Trevor Kubaki. Kubaki coming in this year. With a 3.71 ERA in 5 appearances on the day so far. In 11 and a third innings pitch, he has given up 8 hits with 8 runs, 6 of them earned, has walked 9 and struck out 11. And it is over between Crown Point and Chesterton. 3-1 Bulldogs over the Chesterton Trojans. So the Bulldogs remain undefeated in conference play. First pitch to Braden is downstairs for a ball. And if the score stays the same, it looks like that the Lake Central Indians will also remain undefeated. This one is grounded. This is Robinson, throws over to Zimmerman in time to record the out. 6-3 put out once again. And now it will be Mason Conrad coming up to the plate for Portage. So a good start here by Trevor Kubacki, another great day pitched by Luke O'Keefe. Went 5 innings, only gave up 2 runs on the day. Both of them were earned, and he struck out 8 Portage Indians. His first pitch is outside for a ball. He also only gave up 3 hits on the day. Next pitch, upstairs for a ball. Next pitch from Kubacki. That is called a strike on the outside corner, and the count is now 2-1 on Conrad. This one's down for a ball, and count is now 3-1 to Mason Conrad. Here's the 3-1. Swing and a miss from Kubacki. Nice comebacker with the fastball, as he had Conrad out in front of it. And here comes the payoff pitch. This is grounded towards third, but it'll dribble foul to Fernandez. And, of course, the home improvement hurlers are sponsored by Innigenberg Exteriors, experienced roofing and siding contractors serving Indiana, Illinois, and Tennessee. Visit them on the web at ebergexteriors.com. So Portage also has somebody warming up in the bullpen. And called strike 3. Kubacki records his first strikeout of the afternoon. 2 down for Portage. And it's back to the top of the lineup, and it's up to Matthew Crosstag. But the last 2 times he's been up have not been pretty. 2 strikeouts, 1 looking, 1 swinging. But that was against O'Keefe. He's seeing a new pitcher now. That first pitch is a strike from Kubacki, though. It's Trevor Kubacki trying to bring relief, as this one is dribbled right back to Kubacki. Dribbles it, handles it. This one's thrown away. Gets over the head of Zimmerman. Crosstag going to second. Throw in is not in time. Matthew Crosstag's got himself. We'll see how they scored, if it's going to be the first error on the Indians. And they will score it an error. So E5, as that throw was just a little hurried there by Fernandez to throw over to first.
Now batting the catcher, number 6, Kyle Ketchum.
So now Kyle Ketchum will step up to the plate. First pitch from him. This ball gets away from Halfelt, and Crosstag will advance to third. So now another runner 90 feet from scoring for the Indians, and they can cut the lead down to 2 with a base hit from their catcher, Kyle Ketchum. Still plenty of baseball to go. This one is lined into right field. Under it is Costiba. He's got it, and he slaps the leather on it to record the third out. It is 5-2. The Indians leave a man at third. We'll head to the bottom of the 6th with LC leading 5-2. You're watching Game Night in the region on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
our hero, Lantern Man, faces off against a nefarious insurance swindler.
I'll trick them into a contract and just keep raising the rates.
Luckily, they can make a call to Crow Company's Lantern Man. He's always ready to protect families from the insurance swindler.
I can easily defeat your overpriced policies. Fair prices always prevail when you call me, the Crown Company's Lantern Man. Crown Company's insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
LC had a pitching change to begin the top of the sixth. So the bottom of the sixth, we have a pitching change for the Portage Indians. And once again, we'll turn to the Enigenberg Exteriors Home Improvement Hurlers, presented by Enigenberg Exteriors. And for Portage, they're going to go with the southpaw this time as he will step up on the mound. And that is Cole Wallace for the Indians. And so that is brought to you once again by Enigenberg Exteriors, your all-in-one roofing specialist. Visit ebergexteriors.com for a quote. Indians, the Lake Central Indians lead it 5-2 as we head to the bottom of the sixth. As it looks like we're having a little bit of a catcher's gear malfunction on Kyle Ketchum as Devin Ortiz had to come in and help him out with that. All right, now that that's over, we will have baseball once again, and here comes Zimmerman to the plate. It's Jacob Zimmerman, the senior for LC. First pitch from Wallace. Outside corner, called strike one. Next pitch, Zimmerman. This is grounded to DeGracia. Throws over to Ortiz in time. 4-3 put out of Zimmerman starts the inning. And now Victor Villegas will step up to the plate.
Now batting second baseman number 2, Victor Villegas.
So Cole Wallace steps out on the mound. He's got a 1-0 record with a 2.15 ERA. 13 innings pitched. He's given up 15 hits, 4 runs all earned, 1 walk, 13 Ks on the season. This one is lifted up by Villegas, and this one's popped up right field or left fielder. Porowski is underneath it. Tyler Porowski gets the catch to record the second out.
Center fielder number 11, Jake Fig.
And now it'll be Jake Fig for the Indians. And this could possibly be the last time we see, this will be the last time we see LC unless Portage ties it up in the top of the 7th. Swing and a miss from Fig. So Cole Wallace, kind of like their strikeout specialty out of the bullpen. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss again. So Wallace has Fig guessing at this point. And Wallace has him right where he wants him. It's an 0-2 count on the leadoff man for LC. The 0-2. This is grounded to third. Braden up with it, throws over to first, but does not get the play on Fig as Ortiz thought he slapped the tag on him. And the home plate umpire is overriding the first place umpire's call and saying that Fig is out. So 3 up, 3 down go the Indians. We head to the top of the 7th. Fasten your seatbelts. LC leads it 5-2. You're watching Game Night in the region on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town.
With offices in Munster and Cedar Lake, Ethos Dental Group offers a full scope of general and cosmetic dentistry with expertise ranging from porcelain veneers to dental implants, crowns, and bridges. At Ethos Dental Group, you're assured that Dr. Mark Stojkovic and his associates, Dr. Emily Hansen and Dr. Brian Douts, utilize the latest in technology. Check out ethosdentalgroup.com or call 219-595-3432 to schedule an appointment. Ethos Dental Group, dental care you can believe in.
Flip the switch, a light turns on. Press the button, machines and instruments come to life. Touch the screen, communicate with the world. Simple tasks, guaranteed results, every second of every day. That's the power of power. And that's the power brought to you by the Nika contractors and electrical workers of Local 531.
You're watching Region Sports Network coverage of high school baseball on the internet at facebook.com/regionsports, youtube.com/regionsports, and regionsports.com. We head to the top of the 7th. Portage's last chance to tie or take the lead. They trail 5-2 to the defending 4A state champion LC Lake Central Indians.
DH number 18, Cody Young.
And strike one to Cody Young. Next pitch. This one is popped up into right field, and that falls for a base hit. Young will round first and go nowhere. So the leadoff man is on for Portage. And now Devin Ortiz will step to the plate.
First baseman number 9, Devin Ortiz.
Here's the first pitch to Ortiz. Outside for a ball from Kubaki. Portage just trying to get this to the bottom of the 7th. LC wants to end this one. This is grounded. And Parker cannot handle it. It's going to be a base hit for Devin Ortiz. So runners on second and first with nobody out. And Willems DeGracia stepping up to the plate now for Portage.
Now batting second baseman number 4, William DeGracia.
And now another man up in the pen for LC. I cannot see a number, unfortunately. I looked like number 12. That's Zach Nicola warming up in the pen for Lake Central. And that'll do it. And it will be another pitcher as Trevor Kubaki's day is over. And so now we will have a pitching change for LC. And it'll be Zach Nicola coming in for Lake Central. And once again, we turn to Innigenburg Exteriors Home Improvement Hurler hurlers for this pitching change. And it's a right-hander as Zach Nicola for LC. And he has been lights out, a .91 ERA with a 1-1 record on the season. In 7 appearances, he has had 2 saves on the year so far. And he has struck out 33 batters in 23 innings pitched. So Zach Nicola on to close it out for LC. He inherits two runners, runners at first and second, nobody outs, and he will face the second baseman, Williams DeGracia, here for the Indians. And one move. I mean, you saw Kubaki getting a little bit fatigued out there. He gives up 2 base hits back-to-back, and now they move to the big man, their closer on the season. So Nicola has thrown 33 Ks. And according to my sheet, he is tied with starting pitcher Josh Flores on the season. So here we go. It'll be Nicola facing DeGracia. Men at first and second, 5-2 LC on top of Portage. Outside for a ball, and the count is 1-0. Nicola comes set. Here's the 1-0. He will check on the runner at second. Second runner goes. DeGracia, base hit into left field. Here comes Young. He scores. It's 5-3. RBI single for Williams DeGracia. 5-3. And Tyler Porowski will be the next Indian up for Portage.
Now batting left fielder number 3, Tyler Porowski.
Tyler Porowski. As there are runners still at second and first, this one is strike one, as Porowski showed bunts, but it ended up in the mitts of Luke Halfeld. Nicola checks on the runner at second for a third time now. Here's it is, and it's a bunt down, and he can't handle it, and the bags are loaded. What a bunt put down by Tyler Porowski. And now it will be Hunter Cole with the bags loaded. And they are calling that a base hit for right now. And now Hunter Cole will have the bags loaded and nobody out. This one is lifted into right field. Falling foul. So Zach Nicola inherited 2 base runners, and now he has put 2 on himself this inning. Next one is down for a ball, and the count is 1-1. Here comes the 1-1. Runner coming home! This one is popped up. They're going to have to go back, and it could be, and it is a double play. Twin killing, uncommon. Cole pops up a bunt. Halfeld gets it. He records the pop out and then throws over to Parker Robinson at first base. Here's the replay on that. It was an easy bunt as Cole, but you could see that DeGracia was coming home no matter what. And then Halfeld just throws right back over, and Parker Robinson steps on the plate, on the bag, to record the second out. 2 down, runners at first and second, 5-3 LC, and Portage is down to their last out. Popped up, Zimmerman giving chase to it. He's going to not make a play on this one. Well, that's a rarity of a twin killing right there. And that was Ortiz. Next pitch. Called strike, and the runner will advance to third. That's DeGracia moving to third. As Porowski stays where he's at. Ortiz was put out 2-6 as Portage is down to their final strike. Nicola comes set. Called strike 3, ball game! Nicola closes the door on the Indians, and Lake Central stays undefeated in conference play at 10-0, and they will look forward to facing the Crown Point Bulldogs. Final score, 5-3. LC on top of Portage. What a finish there. Well, it's time to name the Crow Company's Lantern Man superhero of the game. And I am going to go with the starting pitcher for LC, Luke O'Keefe. 8 Ks on the day. An unbelievable performance out of the senior for Lake Central, only giving up 2 runs. A great game pitched once again by Luke O'Keefe. And that is your Crow Company's Lantern Man superhero of the game. Crow Companies, the insurance professionals. Now your Boilermakers Local 374 blue collar player of the game. It's going to go to, it might be a tie, actually. I'm thinking about giving it to Drew Costiba and Parker Robinson. They both did an excellent job, made some great plays in the field and batting as well. So that is going to be your your blue collar player of the game. Earn while you learn with Boilermakers Local 374. And, of course, our proud union home play of the game presented by the Region Sports Network. And I'm going with that double play that ended it right there. And we're going to show the replay right here. This is an easy pop-up as Cole was leading for a bunt, but Devin Ortiz came in a little too hot. Halfeld gets it and records the out by throwing over to Parker Robinson to end it. That is your Ironworkers Local 394 play of the game. To find out how you can become a union ironworker, visit ironworkers395.com. Well, that's going to do it for us here at LC. What a game. What a finish here. 5-3 your final. LC on top of Portage. For our executive producer, Chris Ramirez, our operations manager, Rich Castillo, our coordinating producer, Zach Miller, and the sports director, Mike Dwan. Of course, our producer, Justin Cole, who has been doing a great job, and our cameraman, Clint Klaus, who did an excellent job as well, too. We got to thank the coaches for both Portage and LC. Shane Prance for Portage and Mike Schwatzentruber for LC. The athletic directors, Brett St. Germain for Portage and Chris Einhert for Lake Central, and of course all the viewers who viewed us here on Facebook.com/RegionSports, YouTube.com/RegionSports, and RegionSports.com. That'll do it here from St. John, Indiana. Of course, I'm Tyler Richards. Thank you for tuning in and watching Game Night in the Region on the Region Sports Network, the only game in town. Have a great night.
When life keeps you busy and you can't get to the store, shop online with Strachan Van Til To Go. Our to-go service is easy to use. Register using your rewards account information, fill your virtual cart, and choose delivery or pickup. Once your order is in, our own Strachan Van Til team preps your order with care. With our to-go service, you can earn reward points and save time and money with our online coupons and weekly ad prices. Life made simple, shopping made easy. For more information or to sign up, visit shop.strachanvantil.com.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialist.
Our hero, Lantern Man, faces off against a nefarious insurance swindler.
I'll trick them into a contract and just keep raising the rates.
Luckily, they can make a call to Crow Company's Lantern Man. He's always ready to protect families from the insurance swindler.
I can easily defeat your overpriced policies. Fair prices always prevail when you call me, the Crown Company's Lantern Man. Crown Company's insurance professionals, Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
With offices in Munster and Cedar Lake, Ethos Dental Group offers a full scope of general and cosmetic dentistry with expertise ranging from porcelain veneers to dental implants, crowns, and bridges. At Ethos Dental Group, you're assured that Dr. Mark Stojkovic and his associates, Dr. Emily Hansen and Dr. Brian Douts, utilize the latest in technology. Check out ethosdentalgroup.com or call 219-595-3432 to schedule an appointment. Ethos Dental Group, dental care you can believe in.
If you are injured in a worksite accident or hurt by a defective product, go with the guy that has a proven track record litigating these cases. Otto Schregel, a principal partner at the Allen Law Group, will make sure those responsible for hurting you are held to account for their negligence. With multiple offices in Indiana and Illinois, you can reach them at 219-465-6292 or reach them out on the web at www.kenallenlaw.com.
Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.